Alright lads, so today we got a lot of exciting news. We'll talk about it later today, but we are getting 2 more Choose a 5-star summon tickets, and the pool itself is actually very good. Other than the Choose a 5-star news, we also surprisingly got our next set of Resurrections Datamine courtesy of the lad Hiken. And to maybe everyone's surprise, I don't know, I wasn't expecting it, it's another 1000-year Blood War Resurrection, and in this case it's Ugram, Uryu, and also Bazby. They are yet again delaying Koga's resurrection. At the very least though, because we are getting a 1000-year Blood War Resurrection now, these characters will be getting resurrected on the 13th of May. It does mean we are scheduled to get another resurrection batch at the end of the month, and that should hopefully be Koga, right? Now, I'm kind of looking forward to this resurrection batch, given that Bazby's actually not a bad character. Picking up good damage output here would actually make him quite usable. And then Ugram is a Brave Battle character, the first invincible character to get resurrected, so there's potential with this character. At the same time, there's potential he's just absolutely still trash, but given that the best character in Brave Battles right now is a Technique character, any good skill would make him quite good in Brave Battles. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to handle these characters. First and foremost though, let's have a look at Uryu. Now, Uryu is kind of a special case, and to be fair, the entire banner is a special banner, right? Yes, it is 1000-year Blood War, but this is a banner released alongside 5th anniversary Ichigo and also Byakuya, so technically these are anniversary level characters. As far as his soul trait does go, I would absolutely love to see strong attack damage, 20% when at full stamina. We've yet to get a soul trait like that in the Technique attribute, and obviously it would work very well with this character given that he does have element reversal, so when he does get inflicted with a status summon, he can potentially heal back up to full stamina. That was the most special thing about this character. It made sense with his Shrift. He was the first character in the game to introduce it, and for the most part, that's basically the way the character does work. As for his skills though, he does have element reversal, Berserker, Bruiser, Devastation, Frenzy, Guard Break, Havoc, and also Sprinter +1. So I think in this case, if I remember, he's going to get 1 extra skill, a 9th skill, I believe. And then if we scroll down, does he have any innate skills? He doesn't. So potentially going to pick up 2 to 3 new skills here. He already has Guard Break. We are now getting into the era where characters like this are going to have Guard Break. So just more damage. Pierce Iron Skin would be kind of cool to see. More damage to enemies not afflicted with an ailment. Maybe a stamina recovery in between stages. There's quite a few things you can do here. I'm most interested though in the soul trait because there is a potential here to be a really good soul trait. Potentially one of the best soul traits in the Technique attribute. So let's have a look at it then. So first and foremost, his innate skills is 20% team recovery. That kind of makes sense. Again, he's kind of like a healing character, right? And then he also does decrease the super damage taken by 20%. And he does have strong attack damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%. And then we have a look at his actual attainable skills. The one new skill that he did get is damage inflicted at full stamina. So not like a crazy damage buff. Uryu has never been like a crazy damage dealer to begin with. He's mostly just been a safe character to use to a certain extent, many with that element reversal, at least when it was super special. To be fair though, we don't really get too many characters nowadays with element reversal, so I guess it is still a special skill. But what we are seeing here is that he's now just going to be significantly more safe / tanky to use, right? If you use him when you go into a new stage, you recover your team and party stamina by 20%. He's now taking 20% less damage against Soipers when he does have killer, right? He does have a Soiper killer. And then, of course, because he has a way to stay at full stamina, he's now doing more damage at full stamina. As a character, it's kind of okay. It's nothing super crazy. It's what I expected, though. But definitely the best part about this character's resurrection is the sword trait, because that is what we wanted to look at. Strong attack damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%. Finally, the Technique attribute has gotten a link like that. I believe they were the last attribute to get a link like this. And there are plenty of great Technique characters that can use links like this instead of just, you know, the usual Berserker or full stamina damage. And of course, with the special move trial quest, you can definitely make him one of the best links in the entire game. As of right now, just from this link alone, without even being, you know, max transcended or anything, he already is one of the best, if not the best link in the Technique attribute, which is great. That's what I wanted most about this character. I'm happy with his resurrection. As far as the skills go, they could have been better. They could have been more offensive focused, but I do understand why they went down the route with this character's resurrection. Next up, we have Bazby, Bazard Black. In his case, he is a 12% strong attack recharge soul trait. I'm expecting damage to burning enemies. Speed already has access to a great set of links here. Like, whether he gets strong attack damage, full stamina damage, more strong attack damage at full stamina really doesn't make that much of a difference to me. I believe Speed already has access to 2 soul traits like that, so I'm not expecting anything super crazy. Plus, we are also about to get 5th anniversary Byakuya resurrected in like less than, what, 3 months? He's a 14% recharge soul trait, so I think I would rather him be the better soul trait if they were to pick and choose. And, you know, Bazby as a character is designed around inflicting status, and so him getting damage to burning enemies as a soul trait probably does make sense. As for his other skills, though, he has Berserker, Bruiser, Debilitate, Devastator, Devastation, Frenzy, Havoc. Again, the increased chance and also Sprinter +1. He doesn't have Guard Break. Doesn't need it, to be fair, because he is a melee Aaroniero killer. What I would really love to see him is actually an SP boost, right? As of right now, only 2 characters have received an SP boost. It's only 50%, but it is still a good damage buff nonetheless. And the 2 characters that have received it has also been Aaroniero killers, but they've also been 2 mind characters. So I would love to see a non-mind character get an SP boost, and I think this will be right up Bazby's alley. So he is going to get 2 new innate skills, and he is also going to get a new skill. So 3 potential skills to pick up here. I would expect, again, the damage to burning as a soul trait, maybe an additional set of damage to burning enemies as a skill, so it's 40% overall. And then again, if he can get the SP boost, that would be absolutely wonderful. So having a look at it then, let's check out Bazby's resurrection. So he... Oh, hold on. Let me just double check. Okay, we're moving up. We are moving up. He is the first character to get Guard Break as a resurrectable character. Unfortunately, that is one of the few characters you don't want to get Guard Break, because for those that don't know, as already stated, Aaroniero enemies don't have melee guards. Now, of course, this makes him better when you're not putting him against Aaroniero, which would you want to do that? I don't know, but I mean, that's cool and all. He does get damage to burning enemies. He did get it as a soul trait too, so 40%. And then the skill that he did pick up, a status element spiritual pressure boost. Bazby is an amazing resurrection. Wow. And you got the extra 10% berserker. Wow. That's crazy good. That's easily the best resurrection in the entire game. Wow. What a resurrection. The soul trait, again, in of itself isn't the greatest, but we have plenty of good soul traits in the speed attribute, so I can forgive it. But 40% damage to burning enemies is good. He has the increased chance. He has the status element spiritual pressure boost, man. That's insane. That's insane. And you can test him right now in IT because there are Aaroniero enemies. He got the extra 10% berserker and the guard break. So like I said, he's probably the worst character to pick up the guard break skill because he has a Aaroniero killer. But it's still not a bad one. It's revolutionary for resurrections because this is the first resurrectable character to pick up guard break. And again, this just makes him a lot better when not against Aaroniero, which is probably what you want to do if you are a Bazby fan. Unfortunately, his increased chance is still only against Aaroniero, so he's best performed when against Aaroniero, but at least now, when you're not against Aaroniero, you know, you're still going to get the 50% SP boost. That's going to give you more damage, right? And then you don't have to break enemies' guard. What an amazing resurrection. I'm kind of saving Ugram last because I kind of want him to be good in Brave Battles. But generally, I should have saved Bazby last. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Easily a 10 out of 10 resurrection. Maybe you could say 9 out of 10 because the soul trait's not the greatest. But again, I can forgive it because he's a speed character. We have plenty of good speed links as of right now, right? But last, maybe not least, I don't know. Again, it's kind of hard to make a Brave Battle character resurrection really good, especially in the current meta where meta is basically persistence. I would love for him to pick up persistence, but I very highly doubt it. As far as his skills, though, he does have Berserker, Brave Battle Counter, Temporary Invincibility, Bruiser, Flurry +1, Pierce Barrier, Poise, and also Sprinter +1. So once more, just like the other characters, he has 8 skills. He'll pick up a new skill here. I assume he will get at least 1 Brave Battle skill, maybe decrease damage taken under half stamina, maybe ignore Brave Battle Invincibility, maybe ignore Last Ditch or prevent Last Ditch survival. As a sword trait, he's probably going to pick up Nortec damage. And then as for his innate skills, I'm really not sure what he can pick up because I don't think there are any Brave Battle specific skills that can be put as innate skills unless they want to, you know, move his skill upwards into a Brave Battle skill. Unless they want to move one of his skills into the innate skill, that's what they usually do. They can move around skills. We might see that with this character. Let's check it out. So first up, his innate skills is Paralysis Duration and also Sprinter +1. So they have moved up the Sprinter +1 to his innate skill. Paralysis Duration is kind of good. As of right now, the only character with Paralysis Duration is, of course, Yuha. So maybe they want him to be against Yuha. Maybe. I don't know. He did get normal attack damage plus 60%. That's actually pretty cool. And then in this case, he got Ignore Brave Battle Invincibility, and he also did get Prevent Last Ditch Survival. So it's a pretty good resurrection. Unfortunately, his Bruiser is still 20%. Would have loved to see that go up. Now, I don't mention in the video, but this 20% Bruiser is actually a new skill for Ugram. Originally, he only had Flurry +1, so he did see a 36% normal attack damage increase, which is actually quite good for a resurrection. It's still, again, nothing super crazy, but going from a 0% Bruiser to now 36% is quite notable. I mean, this definitely makes him better. It really does. There's potential here. There really is, because right now the best character in Brave Battles is Aaroniero. Now, obviously, high damage output significantly higher than Ugram, but Ugram has the benefit of just being a power character. Attribute advantage. Because he is an old character, you might be able to max transcend him, maybe go with a full defense build, and maybe you can work with that. just building to be like an absolute tank to go against someone like Orihime. And now that she can actually go for invincibility, it does help out. If you can kill the Orihimes fast enough, assuming it's a 1-5 Orihime, there's potential, is what I'm gonna say. I don't think it's like a super amazing. The only way this character could have been super amazing in terms of resurrections for a Brave Battle character is if he was given persistence, which wouldn't happen, right? So I wasn't expecting it, but this is what I was more in line expecting, right? Ignore Brave Battle invincibility, prevent last ditch survival, more damage output, and he also does have the paralysis duration, so if you do put him against Yuha, he's not going to get immune. He's not going to get immune. A lot of characters, I believe, in Brave Battles are actually immune to paralysis now, so kind of unfortunate for Yuha. Not that big of a deal, though. So with that said, lads, that was the video for today. Honestly, a smashing resurrection batch. Ugram got a lot better in Brave Battles. I think there's again potential with him. I'm definitely interested to see how he is going to perform, especially if you do have him max transcended. Uryu as a character is going to play the exact same. I'm kind of okay with that. I was more interested in him being a good link, and that's exactly what he is. A much needed link for these technique attributes, so I can't complain. And then Bazby, man, what a resurrection, right? What a resurrection. I'm excited to test him out. We can test him out to the best of his abilities this upcoming week because we do have a current inheritance trials where we are going against Aaroniero enemies, unless it changes over before this character does release, which unfortunately it does. So literally like the day after this character resurrects, we are going to move away from the Aaroniero inheritance trials. So he won't have killer, unfortunately, in the next IT, but he's still going to be at least good in there, right? I mean, guard break with the SP boost, more damage to burn enemies, he should be fine, but he's definitely going to best perform when up against Aaroniero. You could probably even take him into Guild Quest now. Generally, he's that good of a character. I would say, like, in terms of my tier list, it would probably make him like an S tier character, low S tier. So the overall good resurrection, and definitely gets me excited for future resurrections, knowing that they can now pick up guard break. That's something that I know a lot of us have been looking forward to, and we're now seeing it with Bazby. Would love to see it more so be put on no attack damage characters, because Nat characters in particular haven't aged that well over time. So getting guard break is actually quite the massive damage buff for Nat characters as opposed to SP characters like Bazby, although it is still a good buff nonetheless. Again, happy and surprised to see these characters get resurrected so soon. I was not expecting it this month, but it does mean we are getting a second batch at the end of the month, and I guess the Koga memes is just continuing. Caleb, for some reason, do not want to resurrect Koga, but surely this upcoming end of month should be Koga's resurrection. I would like to think the longer the better, but in the comments below, let me know what you'd like to think about these characters' resurrections, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.